I wanted to ask how you nourish gifts like intuition, tarot, palm reading, things like that. But given the situation or the tragedy that we experienced this week in South Carolina, I would like to know how we can be change makers in this world and how we can be a more positive influence and shape a better world.
By turning your attention away from things that take you out of alignment, by practicing focusing upon things that take you into alignment, and then being out in the world as a representation of love rather than hate.
How can we do that with influencing your neighbor, but also masses of people?
Well, it's no different to influence one than many, because once you accomplish your point of attraction, everyone who's a vibrational match to you will find their way to you. It's about trusting law of attraction and about utilizing your resources as effectively as you can. And by utilizing your resources effectively, we mean tuning in to your source. When you focus upon the tragedy, you disengage from source. You cannot focus upon the tragedy and be in sync with source. So your light's out for a while you're focused on the tragedy. You got your umbrella up so that you're resisting any inspiration that's coming your way. You're deflecting it. And you can tell by the way you feel that you are focused upon a condition that has you completely disconnected from your source. So you have nothing to give under those conditions. And sometimes people have accused us of encouraging you to put your head in the sand. In other words, if you're not aware of it, then it won't affect you. And that's exactly what we're encouraging. Because when you, in essence, put your head in the sand, now you have put yourself in what could be a meditative and therefore receptive state. Because the conditions are no longer negatively influencing you away from your point of attraction, from your connection, from your alignment, from your source, from your resources. So that head in the sand gives you the opportunity for your cork to float, for your alignment to come, for your clarity to come. Now the tragedy itself caused you to launch many rockets massively into your collective vortex. Your rockets say, we want a kinder, gentle world. We want a world where people are getting along better. Some are even wise enough to have wished soothing for the killer before he killed. Hardly anybody's thinking about that now. He did a terrible deed. Yeah, his manifestation was completely awful. We acknowledge that. But back there somewhere is someone who wants to be in alignment with source, who has the ability to be in alignment with source. So you want to follow his path? Follow his trend? Yeah, let's kill him. Let's kill him like he killed. Let's hate him as much as he apparently hated those he killed. And we say, sort of not working out very well for you, is it? And so the only way into the loving world that you want is to acknowledge that you've put all of that love in your vortex. It exists as a reality. And the way that more and more of you line up with it is by looking there, not elsewhere. Trusting that the violence of the world, that these things that you call tragedies, are the very contrasting experience that has caused you to create a vortex that is causing the world to be better and better and better and better feeling for you. In other words, you don't have to look very far back in history to understand that you are living much differently now. There is much more personal connection with physical well-being and satisfaction in life now than there has ever been. Because every past tragedy and every past bad, awful experience has launched rockets of desire. But it's so interesting that it's the new generation that must be born in order to match up with it, because the existing organization is more interested in focusing upon the reason to hate than on the reason to love, you see. You would be hard-pressed to find someone who could look at this shooter and feel love. And yet Source does. We do. Because we know who he really is, not what vibrational stance he found, you see. Every time someone escalates to a rampage like that. If you are privy to the experience of life that they have lived before, you would see person after person after person pushing hard against that person until they're taking what they feel is the path of least resistance, you see. So we know it's not satisfying, because humans want to fix things in the action world. You want to dig right into the manifestations and make them right. So you want to talk about behavior and action. We don't want to talk about behavior and action. We want to talk about vibration. We want to talk about vibration gone amok. This is vibration gone amok. And if it was tended to unconditionally in a vibrational way, that vibration might not have gained the momentum to go amok. But most humans aren't willing to look at it in the vibrational sense. They want to look at it in the conditional sense. So if someone's a little trouble, push them aside. If somebody's a little trouble, reprimand them more. If someone's a little trouble, lock them up. If someone's a little trouble, make demands of them. And all that happens is that momentum gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger until they respond in some way. And then everyone stands back and says, oh, wow, where did that come from? And we say, if somebody had stood out in front of that car when it first got nudged, that's where you want to put your influence. You want to do your best to soothe when something is soothable. And when it's not, get out of the way, because it'll run right over you and it's not your business, you see. So, do you believe, we're asking all of you, do you believe that there is value in contrast?
Yes.
Do you believe that out of contrast, that rockets of desire are launched from contrast? Do you believe that big contrast launches big rockets? Do you believe that big rockets makes big vortexual changes? Do you feel the bigness of this vibration, and do you want to come into sync with it? And can you feel how when you hate, how you don't come in sync with it? And when you love, you do? So we know your world is a long way from your collective consciousness forgiving rascals who make conditions that upset you. But it's not the forgiving of them we're asking for. It's your forgiving of your own point of attention so that you can align with the love rather than with the hate. You cannot focus upon something that makes you feel awful without perpetuating it. You cannot focus upon something that makes you feel good without perpetuating it. So you just got to decide. And if we were sitting in your physical seats, we were standing in your physical shoes, we would understand from this powerful and important discussion that unconditional alignment is your power. It is your magic. It is your everything. You got to get out of the conditions and into the unconditioned. And then the world is your oyster. And you'll zig and zag and zig and zag and zig and zag. And instead of tragedies that are causing you to launch your rockets, it would be preferences. You don't have to have tragedies to launch rockets. One last thing. We're using your word tragedy. We don't agree with it. But in your vibrational awareness, tragedies of this proportion could not exist if it were not for the sea of hatred that feeds them. And one person with one gun cannot harness enough hatred for all of that. There's so much more to this story than that manifestation. Yeah. And the party that those who made their transition are experiencing is being missed by everyone. That's the thing that is really ironic about all of this. The party that is being experienced is being missed by everyone who's determined to find blame in it, you say. We know. We're stretching you. We're stretching. You know what's happening here today? You are being faced, almost challenged, with an opportunity to release what is and focus unconditionally on who you really are. And when you make that jump, the manifestations that will begin pouring into your life experience, people are going to say, what happened to you? Seems like only yesterday you were listing this long list of things that you wanted that you couldn't make your way to, and now they're just popping into your experience left and right. And your answer is, I don't know exactly what happened, but I remember when it happened. I decided to be unconditional because I can control how I feel right now, but I can't control a condition. So if I needed to feel good by changing a condition that I can't change, then I'm stuck. But if I don't need to change the condition in order to feel good, I can just feel good because it's just an emotional journey that I've practiced. Then if I can leave out needing to change the condition in order to feel good, then in feeling good, the condition changing is the next logical step. Did you get that? Yeah, you did. We've enjoyed this interaction more than any other ever before.
Wow.
This is the leading edge. This is where that which is you in your physical form and that which is you in your non-physical form have converged in such a meaningful way that thought has gone beyond that which it has ever been before, far beyond that which it has ever been before. You're in a different vibrational place. Your point of attraction is shifted, and everything and everyone in your experience will reflect back to you the shift that has taken place. I don't want you to look too hard for that evidence, though. Just feel the ease that you're feeling. If you're feeling it, and you are. You create your own reality, but you don't do it alone. And the you who is creating your own reality is more than the you who you know here in this physical body. The you who you know here in this physical body matters. Your willingness to focus into this body, your willingness to focus into this time-space reality, your willingness to explore with the other billions who are exploring, your willingness to give birth to the new ideas is what puts the eternalness in eternity. It matters. Because you are an extension of Source who knows all of this all of the time, it will be easy for you to remember it. Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss. Really good advice. We say, follow your bliss. Follow your fun. Follow your pleasure. Follow your clarity. Follow your good feelings. Follow them as far as they will take you, and more will come, and more will come, and more will come, and more will come, and more will come. In a general sense, step back and appreciate all others who share your planet. Because without them, you would cease to be. You are a collective consciousness that is presenting yourselves in many ways. And everyone, no matter how in alignment or not, they're all your brothers. They're all your sisters. They're all your counterparts. They're all your soulmates. We are all in this together. Don't let one of them be your enemy. No matter how far back you have to stand from the details of their life to make them your friend. If that is your quest, then it is our promise to you that you will live happily ever after. And the details of your experience will bear that out. You are lovers. You are lovers. And a lover's got to love. And a creator's got to create. And a human being's got to be. And you've all got to eat. This is a really good time to let you know that there is great love here for you. And as always, we remain eternally, steadfastly, enthusiastically in your vortex.